Welcome back to GameStop TV. I'm Julian here with Joel Burgess. We're going to talk about Watch Dogs Legion. So I'm a fan of this franchise. I'm a big old geek, but maybe if people aren't, why don't you tell us what Watch Dogs is all about?
So Watch Dogs is a game about the collision of modern technology and society and what happens to people's lives when technology is advancing faster than we can keep up with.
And then we've got to talk about the city itself. London is full of history. There's buildings 1,000 years old across the river from brand new skyscrapers. And then you've taken your own twist on it. What's it like as a world builder to tackle London?
Intimidating. It's such an important city, and it's such a interesting and dense city full of history. What we really focused on from the beginning was the diversity of the city. So we really wanted to make sure that we had all the key points of various boroughs, which is a real challenge to sort of balance what we could get into the game. Our game comes along the south. It kind of goes from Battersea to Brixton to Canada Water. In the north, we are able to go all the way from, say, Buckingham up to Camden and down to Brick Lane. So it's quite a big swath of the city that we're representing. We have over 250 locations in the game. Those range from small points of historical interest to social gathering spaces and pubs to your larger gameplay locations where you're going to see some of the combat unfold.
Well, this is one of the games I'm most excited for from E3, so thanks so much for showing it off.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys can check this game out. It's coming out March 6, 2020 on PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC. But we're not done at Ubisoft because we are also going to check out Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Well, now we're here with Sebastien to talk about Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And I'm a fan of the series. I played the last one, but why don't you tell people what Ghost Recon games are all about?
Ghost Recon games are all about putting you in the boots of a spec operative behind enemy lines that has to survive and has to go up against an unseen enemy.
So this game, it sounds like the focus is a lot more on that survival aspect than Wildlands. So what are some of the mechanics that keep you really feeling like it's you versus the environment and the whole world, really?
We have tons of new stuff. And just before I get into anything, I just want to reassure everyone, you don't have to eat or drink in our game to survive. It's just for buffs and for general healing stuff. Again, it's always going to be your choice what to do when you do it. Now, we got tons of new survival techniques. The first thing you're going to notice in the game is that the terrain is a lot more difficult to navigate. You're going to struggle to go up hills. You're going to have to manage your speed when you're going down slopes, because if you go too fast, you might wipe out and contract an injury. Now, injuries are another new feature in Breakpoint. So during combat or while navigating the terrain, you might sustain these injuries that will impede your gameplay in certain ways. It might hinder your movement, or it might make your aim a bit more unsteady. So it'll be up to you to decide where and when you treat those injuries. Again, you can do that in another new feature that we have. It's the bivouac. Now, the idea behind the bivouac is that it's a place for people to regroup and plan for the challenges ahead. So you'll be able to heal your wounds, get certain buffs, be able to craft items with resources that you've collected in the world, and you'll be able to trade those items with your squad mates. And you're also, obviously, another new feature in Breakpoint we're really happy about, you'll be able to switch classes.
That's cool. So what are these classes and what's the progression system for them?
Okay, so I'll go into the progression system because we haven't talked about it too much up until now. So basically, it's pretty simple. It's split in two sides. We have the player progression system and we have the gear progression system. The idea behind the player progression, as you level up, you unlock different abilities and skills that you'll be able to use in your day-to-day adventures as a ghost that will make you that much more efficient. So that's more of a player progression. That will cap off after a while. You'll get all the skills. On the other side, you have the average level of your weapons and your gear. And the idea behind this is that it's still Ghost Recon, right? You'll still be able to take out humanoid enemies with one headshot. However, this time around, you have some nasty drones on the island, and they have heavy armor plating. They've got big weaponry, so you're going to want to level up your gear to be able to stand a chance against them.
When is Ghost Recon Breakpoint coming out?
Now, Ghost Recon Breakpoint is releasing on October 4th on PS4, X1, and PC.
Well, Sebastien, thanks so much for telling me about the game.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for tuning in here for our interviews about Watch Dogs Legion and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But Ubisoft has some sweet collectibles, and Erik is down there checking them out. Let's go to Erik.
Thanks, Julian. I am here outside the Ubisoft store, and I'm with Kenny Forman from Xtreme Play. Kenny, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Erik. I wanted to go over a couple new items we have under Xtreme Play for 2019.
Great. So tell me about Xtreme Play. First off, we're familiar with Just Play. Xtreme Play, sort of new to the gaming and toys landscape, right?
You are correct. Xtreme Play kicked off almost a year ago today, and like you said, we are a division of Just Play. Ubisoft is our first partner, and they've been a fantastic partner over the year and going into next year. And we look forward to working with them on many future projects down the road.
Very cool. Well, let's talk about a couple of projects that you're working on right now. One of them that just became available exclusively at GameStop. It's this gorgeous Beyond Good and Evil 2 statue right behind me. A very much loved franchise from Ubisoft. Tell me about this statue.
The statue has been a labor of love, that's for sure. A year in the making with this statue. This is Callum and Knox back to back on a broken airplane wing. So we announced this statue last year at San Diego Comic-Con. It was always intended to be a GameStop exclusive, and as of right now, you can order it at GameStop, and it will be shipping out immediately. And this statue is a little special for many reasons. When you look up close at it, you'll see the plaid in Callum's pants, the knit in his hat. Everything clicks together with high-density magnets. It's really a spectacular piece. Everything hand-painted. It's going to be limited to 2,000 pieces.
So this, just to clarify, this is not a pre-order item. It's available to purchase right now. If you go on GameStop.com or you walk into a store to order it, you can purchase it. It will ship to you. There's not a whole lot of waiting involved here.
I literally just checked with your Grapevine offices. The trucks pulled in about 2 hours ago, and this thing is live for order right now to ship.
So there you go. So just for anybody that's not getting a good scale, how large is this statue?
This statue is 18 inches approximately, maybe a little bit higher. It's based off of a 1/6 scale.
If you are interested in this beautiful Beyond Good and Evil 2 statue, make sure you get into your GameStop store or GameStop.com to order yours right now. But this is not the only iconic franchise that you've got a new collectible from, is that right?
That is correct, Eric. We have one more up our sleeve, that's for sure.
All right, and this one is from the Splinter Cell series, correct?
Yes, it is.
This is Sam Fisher's goggles, right?
Finally, for the first time, we have produced Sam Fisher's iconic goggles.
And this isn't just an item that you're going to necessarily put up on your shelf. You could wear these. If you're doing cosplay, you can actually use these, correct?
Absolutely. They will be in store before Thanksgiving this year, up for pre-order today on GameStop. These are working goggles with the iconic sound. And for the first time ever, Sam Fisher's goggles you will be able to have in your own house.
So there you go. Right now, you can actually pick up your Beyond Good and Evil 2 statue. You can pre-order your Splinter Cell Sam Fisher goggles, GameStop.com or in a GameStop store. Kenny, thank you so much for being here and talking to me about these awesome new Extreme Play items at GameStop.
Thank you, Erik, and we appreciate it.
All right, we need to take a quick break, but GameStop TV will be back right after this.